Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be setting up my budget for the month of September. I am going to be filling out the monthly layout as well as 3 paycheck budgets. I usually do 2, but with how our paychecks are going to be aligning for the upcoming month, I wanted to do 3 to ensure that October goes back to the normal 2 paychecks per month. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. I'm also going to be showing you guys my new notebook that I'm using specifically just for budgeting. Also going to be using my Budget app. As you guys know, if you've been following me, I love the Budget app. I already have all my budgets made in here. And yeah, so let me go ahead and just get started. Okay, so after I finish filling everything out, I have all of the bills on here, events on here. We're still planning to go to San Jose to visit my family, and then my mother-in-law's birthday on the 12th. Other than that, really nothing else much going on. So I'm just going to go ahead and highlight the paycheck dates here. So I'm going to highlight this in yellow. So anything in yellow, pretty much that's all the bills that's being covered with the paycheck on the 4th. And then this, the 18th, is covering all of these bills here. I did forget to actually, I'm just going to cross this out instead of white it out, so I know our cell phone is usually due on the 25th, but this is usually the paycheck where we do have a lot due, so I'm going to try to pay this ahead of time and pay this off. I believe I had it for the 4th paycheck, so I'm going to pay for cell phone here. I'm just going to go ahead and highlight that. And it does help so that I still have a little bit of wiggle room to put into our sinking funds. And what else? So on the 18th, we also have Internet, Disney Plus, Mercury, and Rent and Capital One again. This is going to be the month where we pay for rent twice. And then you guys will see in October, it'll look like we didn't pay for rent. I had something similar to this that happened in March, I think, of this year. So it's going to kind of be like that. I'm going to go ahead and just highlight these so I know the paycheck period is in the yellow. And then I'm going to do the same for this one. Just so... also, so it's not so boring, add a little bit of color into this. So let's highlight that real quick. And then for this one, it's going to be from the August 21st paycheck. And I'm going to go ahead and make a note of that here on the top as well. So there's going to be 3 different paychecks that I'm going to be budgeting for. So paycheck number 1, paycheck number 2, and paycheck number 3. And usually when I write these, I like to write the, so that's August 21st, the tracking period. It's pretty much a day before we get paid is when it ends. So this will end on 9/3. Then we get paid again on the 4th. That will end on the 17th. I forgot to put September. I'll just leave it like that. So 9/18 until October 1st. And then a whole new paycheck starts again on the 2nd. This is where my budget paycheck workbook also ends for me because I started this in October last year. So I'm most likely going to be printing out what I have. Since I did buy this last year, I do have access to the printable. So I'm going to go ahead and probably print out October through December. I am going to highlight the events, fun stuff. Oh, and then it's the budget by Paycheck Workbook, pre-order launch day on the 15th. Hopefully I get my sinking fund for that fully funded so I can go ahead and purchase some of those. I'm going to be buying extra workbooks to do as a giveaway, so keep a lookout for that. Okay, so I do want to mention really quick that our goals for the month, I want to trim our variable spending, which you guys will see, and I'll kind of go over that when we get into the budgets. I want to save $1,200 and put that into an emergency fund. I do want to increase my income. I know I don't talk about it a lot. I just have an affiliate link with Passion Planner that I've been making a little bit off of. I also have an Amazon affiliate link, but you have to make a certain amount in order to make money. So I'm still working on how to get that going. I want to lower our electricity bill. I don't know where you guys are in the world, but we are in Southern California and are experiencing a heat wave right now. So we're really trying not to reach for our portable AC, which is just in our room. We've been mostly just using our electric fans, but really trying to minimize that as much as we can, as long as the boys can tolerate it. And then I also want to use whatever income that I make to pay off my debt, because my husband and I kind of agreed from now on that whatever extra money we have, we will be putting that into savings. So I did want to put down for our electricity bill last month, it was at $97. That's actually pretty high for us. We're in a 2-bedroom apartment, and usually our electricity bill, the highest would probably be like $80, but we average 50 to 80. So 97 for us is kind of high. So we're going to see what we can do to lower down that bill. So I think that's all I wanted to say about this calendar setup. Let's go ahead and move on to the budgets, because I'm going to be setting up 3. So this first paycheck budget, before I start filling it out, I want to show you my notebook here. I did make a list of all the bills that we currently owe on here so that it's something that I can refer back to. And I made us a goal, a biweekly budget goal, to spend $550 because I was looking back at our previous expenses, our variable budgets. We typically spend or budget around $700 to $800, and we usually don't use all of it anyways. So I decided to trim it back every single budget category here, especially with food. I usually do $250, but I did cut it back $25. So this is what we're working with. And if we need to increase food later on, if for any reason we need to, because we're running out of staples, I still want to keep it at the $550. So what we'll do is just move around numbers within the budget category. Hopefully that makes sense. But my goal is to try to keep it at $550. I also did a little bit of a breakdown of what that would look like these months. So the 21st, September 4th, and the 18th. And I also wrote down the sinking funds as well. And what I'm going to do with some of the budget categories with fun and events, I do have a ongoing sinking fund for that, because sometimes there's things that come up unexpectedly that I can't budget for, or usually but can't budget for ahead of time. So I'm deciding to just keep whatever amount that I have as the base budget, and then add if I need to from our sinking envelope. I'm also going to be using a travel budget for our budget on September 4th. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill this out. Again, this is Paycheck. This is August 21st, and that's going to go from August 21st to September 3rd. The last time I had 3 paychecks in, let me zoom this in. The last time I had 3 paychecks, I pretty much ran out of my expense trackers. So I'm going to hopefully trim it down or calm down on the spending, and hopefully that'll help so that I don't fill it all up. Okay, so we have a leftover of $287. Now I'm just going to go ahead and carry that over here. And this is going to be for our sinking funds. So right now we are saving up for Hawaii for next year, the Budget Mom, the Budget by Paycheck Workbook, and then our car maintenance, which we'll probably be using up soon because I think one of our cars needs to be serviced. Christmas, and then fun and events. So for this period, we're going to do $60 for Hawaii, 40 for the Budget Mom, 20 for a car, 100 for Christmas, and then $20 for fun and events. We do have a leftover amount of $47 as of right now. I'm just going to say we are going to roll that over to the next budget. Otherwise, we might just put it into savings, but that is going to be it for this paycheck budget. And I am going to be saving the highlighting towards the end so that I can just highlight it all at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and just move on to the next couple of budgets. I'm going to go ahead and just get them all done and then kind of go through those budgets. So I finished filling out all 3 of the paychecks. I also went ahead and just highlighted everything. So for this paycheck budget, we don't have anything that we're saving extra. For this one, we are going to be aiming to put away $11.75 into our emergency fund. This is the paycheck period where there's not really a lot of bills. Also with this paycheck period, I forgot to make a note that this is our, I'm going to just put it here, our San Jose trip, just so I know when I'm looking at this to make sure to use our travel budget in here. I will probably put that in there once I figure out how we're gonna where we're gonna take that money from in our sinking funds. Most likely it'll be fun and events, but we'll see. And for this paycheck budget, I also, for this one, I do want to save a little bit. It's not a lot, but I mean, I do have a goal to save at least $1,200, and this will pretty much make sure we save at least $1,200 or a little bit over than that. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this budget with me video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful, especially if you like to budget per paycheck and you get paid bi-weekly. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section down below. Also, if you guys don't mind sharing, I'd love to know how you guys budget. Do you budget monthly from the first of the month to the 30th, or do you guys do paycheck to paycheck budgeting? Like how do you close out for the month, basically, is what I'm trying to ask. So if you don't mind sharing that, I'd love to hear. Thanks again for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Have a good one, guys.